All right, so I was working on this thing, and I went to. I thought, well, maybe I'll replace the apron. And the last one I bought was, I think, less than it was less than $30. I think I thought it was like $25 or $22. And I went on Wolfsburg West website, and now they're $60. So for $60 and the hassle of changing it, people go, a hassle? Yeah, it's much more work to do that than it is to do this. So I'm going to talk to you guys about how, if you have this situation, maybe you are tired of paying for their ridiculously high prices for metal. I mean, that's just, to me, that's just out of line. I mean, for a Clocker home. In other places, one at $46, $48. It's just like, if you can repair the one you got, why not? So, what I did is I made this piece right here, and this side here just so happens to be missing a lot of metal pieces. That whole section is gone. So a lot of times I'll just, if you have this situation, you can just bend this out straight and then weld up the cracks, okay? And it usually is just fine. By the time you put your grommets in there, you fill everything, put a real thin layer. You don't want a thick layer of filler around this portion. Put your grommets in, slide your bumper brackets in. You always put your grommets in first. Don't put your grommets in afterwards. Put them in first, slide your brackets in. It ends up looking fine because it's a small area. Even if it's a little bit wavy or something like that, you can't see it. So I'm going to tell you how I did this. So I had some, this is I think 20 gauge I had laying around. And what we did is put it on this one here and then put it behind here and traced it, okay, on the side that's good. Now, if maybe both sides of yours are bad and you need to make this, you can actually go to the rear on your fender and actually trace it out from the fender either way. It's going to be the same shape. So then what I'm going to do now is to graft this in. I'm going to use, see this part's still there on here, and you know, as long as it's mounted straight, I'm going to set this like this, and then I'm going to leave something down here so that I can match it up. All right, then I'm going to cut out wherever I might just cut out like from here over to the corner, not right to the corner, but maybe near it. And then, because I got this bent, rounded, and then I'm just going to weld this fella in right there. Then I'll have my bumper bracket holes, and they'll be in the right place. So, you know, that's just a little idea if you guys are in that situation where you're tired of paying for the aprons, because that's just gotten out of control. I mean, if this little thing here is all rusted out and you got, you know, and it's just not savable, if that's all that's rusted, all that's rusted is just this, you can replace this piece, okay? They're not that expensive. But man, to do the whole thing, my God, you know, to charge that much for an apron, I just can't rationalize it. But anyway, I also got this piece, so stay tuned. I'm going to be doing this piece. This thing's just so thin down here. There's just not much metal left, and it's all cracked up. And I've got holes all over the place. It's cracked up because it's so thin. So I'm actually going to go ahead and replace this. Now, you know, it is easier probably to do this with the apron off, or, you know, and also with the body off the pan. That's why I'm doing it now, because you know, you have your front beam right behind here when you're working on that, so trying to peel off that layer is a little tough. I mean, it's not like it's not doable, but it's going to be a little, you know, because this piece slides in from this side. So sliding it in with the front beam and then the body on the pan would be pretty tough to do. I mean, it's possible, but it's a lot easier like right now. So I'm going to get busy on that. So stay tuned if you want to see how to do that one. I'll show you. All right, talk to you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.